Back from our technologically, I don't know, what's the word? We were technologically challenged, inept last week, but we're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode
God knows what.
71.
Holy smokes.
Of the Alter Ego podcast. I'm your host, Jack Austin. With me, as always, is the Cyborg.
Hello. Well, one day we can find the lost episode and release that.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what happened last week is we were using a program called StreamYard. Megan, how are you?
I'm good. I was wondering if I should just leave.
Yeah, you should. You know how I get sidetracked.
Just like
We don't know how Megan is.
So
just like you
StreamYard
and Rob do the episode.
Yeah.
Mark.
So StreamYard saves an MP3, but we had some connectivity issues. I don't know why, but the audio was really, really choppy, and it didn't sound good, and I didn't want to release it because it just didn't sound good.
Well, those who follow us on Facebook saw the live stream.
Saw some of the live stream.
Some of it was
we
really
did have
choppy.
some people stop by, which was really cool. And we will be doing it again, but this week, I don't know, maybe I'm gun shy. I just wanted to make sure that we got this one out and got it out correctly.
Yeah. So, good news is, if you like the podcast and you want to see our faces and you want to hear it early, you can do it on our Facebook page.
That is correct.
We going to listen to the whole song or?
I was just letting it go. I mean, I wasn't a
Let it go.
music hater like you.
How dare you hate it.
See how I faded out so gently?
A minute and 2 minutes later.
You know who else fades out
It's a long
gently?
fade. What?
Ford Supply Company.
I hope they don't.
They fade out their music.
Oh, okay.
Relax.
Okay, good. Not dissolving
This
the
episode
corporation.
of Alter Ego is sponsored by Ford Supply Company, makers of all natural and organic soaps for men with scents like tropical teakwood, cypress pine, citrus IPA, and what do they got going right now? You talk to our rep more often than I do.
Sandalwood bourbon.
Ooh.
Pumpkin's coming back in a couple of weeks.
Carver.
Yeah.
Needs some of them.
And we're at the end of the life of lime. So if you want that summertime lime, it's almost done.
Nobody
Are you
likes
going to
lime.
do like a Franken bar, I wonder?
Hey, before you get to that, let's say visit their website. Visit their website at FordSupply.com to order online and use promo code Alter Ego to get 10% off your order. Ford soap, real soap.
No bullshit.
Thank you. I had to shake her away.
Robin.
Now I'm hungry, damn it.
I also
They're
want to
not
give...
a sponsor, though, but I am hungry, and what we could do for dinner is go to Segway.
Is it Red Robin?
Tony and Nello's.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Tony and Nello's Southern Italian Cuisine and Grill's a hidden gem that's family-owned and operated on the outskirts of St. Petersburg at 1136 Pinellas Bayway, South Tierra Verde, Florida. This is a must-try for a homemade Italian lunch or dinner. Just remember to bring your appetite because the portions are very generous. Call for a reservation today at 727-867-3577 and check out TonyandNellos.com.
Now I'm even hungrier.
I also want to give a special thank you to Geared Hardware. They sent me a really amazing watch. It's American made. There's a lot of great things about them. You should go check out their website. I don't have it in front of me right now, but I said I would post a picture, but we didn't get to post that episode, so I thought posting the picture would be out of context, so you'll get it after this one.
I know we promised you, and a thing you didn't hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you were live on the book last week, then you got glimpses of that lost episode, and that included us showing off the watch.
Let me know when that second watch comes in.
That's right.
Oh, Ryan's been begging.
Ryan has mentioned it more than once. He loves that thing. It is. I'm not a
right
watch
up his
person.
alley, too.
I'm not a watch person.
I'm getting into watches,
Right.
which is a very expensive hobby.
The more we get old,
I know.
we're like, I want a good watch.
I like old ships.
Yeah, right.
In
We're gonna
bottles.
start doing ships in a bottle. Was going to be my next comment. But we're going to talk about a few things that we talked about last week. Some of this might be some older news, but you didn't get to hear it if you didn't stop by. So I figured, why not? Let's jump in right
No. Sorry.
Later?
now.
Oh.
So Spawn. You didn't like this bit of news when we talked about it. Spawn has finally gotten some life after a decade of silence.
A decade of...
They've now got a head writer, Brian Tucker, known for his writing of the 2013 film Broken City. It's an action crime drama starring Mark Wahlberg and Russell Crowe.
Anybody see that movie?
No, but I have a feeling if the tone is why they might have matched him up with that. I don't know, Dark City or whatever it is.
Just Todd McFarlane's like, you want to sign on to this movie that's never going to get made and I've been talking about for
Broken
20
City.
years?
But see, there always hear so many good things about Spawn, right? Like you hear, oh, it's going to be kind of in the same vein as Dark Knight, where you only see Spawn like you see Joker in Dark Knight, and how, you know, Heath Ledger's only on camera for like, 5-10 minutes?
Yeah.
And yet he commands every single ounce of that movie because he was every part of it. Like, he was amazing. So I'm like, I like that idea. I would like to follow Al Simmons around and only see him rarely and have it be Jamie Foxx and have some other people investigating. I don't know. That'd be cool.
Could it be good? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are they saying things that we want to hear? For sure.
Well,
will they execute? I doubt it.
Anything could be good. I mean, that's just...
Take it to HBO. Make it a miniseries. Make it a high-budget miniseries.
So they've already made a miniseries at HBO. It's an animated miniseries about Spawn, and it is bad.
That's disappointing.
It's been on my list for years.
It is bad. I stumbled across it, and the voice acting and just the tone, it took itself way too seriously. It just, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. But one thing I wanted to talk about, too, these kind of go hand in hand. All right. So actually, no, let me segue differently. Let's talk about Free Guy. That movie came out with Ryan Reynolds a couple weeks ago, shattered wonderful box office records, COVID records, not all-time records.
Yeah.
It's made $28.4 million. They've already got the sequel lined up. The Big Mouse wants another Free Guy. So, hey, I guess we'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
See how it goes. I don't think you can watch that one streaming, can you? That one's theaters only?
I think it's theaters only, and I didn't even know it was out. So I'm excited. Like, I love the trailers.
Yeah.
That'll probably be like a Disney Plus situation.
I hope it's not one that you see all the cool parts in the trailer. That would stink.
I have a feeling it is. But wishful thinking for it not being.
So two things with Star Wars this week. They're reportedly looking for the character Sabine Wren to co-star alongside Rosario Dawson in the live-action Ahsoka Tano series.
Not
Don't know who that
character.
is. Looks cool though.
Sure,
carrying
it's a Rebels
couple
character.
be something like that.
Yeah.
Just like Ahsoka Tano was until Mando season 2.
Make it happen.
And Star Wars Visions. I know we didn't get a chance to talk much about it. That is the anime Star Wars that is coming out. I thought it looked really good.
You excitedly showed me on your phone. You're like, you haven't seen it? Look at it right now.
Look at this. And you were like, I don't care, dude.
I'm just the anti-anime guy of the show, I guess.
That's okay. That's okay. You're alone.
I'll watch it.
You're alone in that.
I know.
No, it's
Wow.
cool.
I'm always alone.
So those are the two things we got for Star Wars. Then we got Matrix. Got itself a Matrix 4 title.
Is it the word Matrix, but the A is a 4?
No, I
Oh.
don't think so.
That was like a fantastic.
And I did not know
fantastic
this. I have no further comment, but I didn't know this. The Wachowski brothers, I think that's how you say their
Wachowski.
names. Wachowski brothers,
Mhm.
that directed 1 through 3 are now the Wachowski sisters.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
They both transitioned, apparently,
Okay.
and said that the movie was always about trans struggles. I was
Which
like,
I
oh,
didn't really
okay.
necessarily get out of that movie, but
I've only seen the first one. I don't really get that. I want to go back and watch them, though.
I mean, I can understand from the fake world to the real world why they would say that's that. Maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know. But Matrix 4's new title is Matrix 4 Resurrections.
That's a very 90s title.
Obviously, Neo is in it, so he is going to be maybe resurrected. I don't know.
Sounds like a bad video game title.
Yeah. Speaking of Matrix, this is why I wanted to segue this way.
Okay.
Did you see that Elon Musk is making
What?
a life-size android robot.
I did see you posted that on the alter ego thing, and
I was like,
oh God, here we go.
Oh boy.
Dun, 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 dun.
As soon as I saw it, he punked everybody in the crowd too. It was so funny. He was like, here's a robot, and it was actually a person, and it got up there and like danced really realistically, and everybody was like, oh my God,
It's so fluid.
look at how this thing moves. And then he's like, just kidding, that's an actor.
At least he said it before he threw a rock through a window.
He was laughing about that on his space station in another galaxy that night.
Oh my God.
What do you think about that? What's the first thing that comes to mind? I know I said Matrix, but you start talking about having an android in your house that can make, it says, so they can do menial jobs that nobody wants.
Somebody's
and
got to
make
wipe
your
my ass.
life easier. What do you think of when you think of that movie-wise?
Oh, sex robot, obviously.
Sex robot.
Wow.
That's a menial job that nobody wants to do.
We were talking about movies. Is there a movie called Sex Robot?
Lars and the Real Girl.
Stop it. Wow. How about you?
Have you seen that movie?
No.
It's great. It's about a guy who has a relationship with a sex doll.
Why would I watch that at all?
It's
And you're
very
describing Us, right? Isn't that the movie Us with
Kind of.
No, isn't that with Joaquin Phoenix?
No.
What's that movie?
Us is Jordan Peele.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what is the question?
Yeah, we got super
I
sidetracked.
know, I'm like, hold
when
on.
you have a android in the house, what movie does that remind you of? Like an android to do jobs for you and work with you and all that kind of stuff.
The Jetsons.
The Jetsons.
But that's a
No.
cartoon.
No, that counts. I'll allow it. You think
Or
of
like
the
AI.
maid from the Jetsons?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
AI. Robin Williams, I think of him too.
No, I think of iRobot. Will Smith has tried to warn us about this. I
don't
am
think I'm
like,
ready for robots.
Hey, you want a robot in your house? No.
It's just the moments in like the Jetsons that I'm pretty sure that she ends up getting like hacked or something like that, and she ends up like being evil at some point for like brief moments. I don't remember.
That got dark faster than I
I
was
might be
ready
thinking
for
of
it
like
to.
a Jetson movie. I don't remember. But
So, I don't think I'd want a robot in my house.
no.
How do you
Me
guys
neither.
feel about self-driving cars?
Well, first of all, we already have robots in our house.
Yeah,
That-
it's
that's
called
the thing.
cell phones
Yeah,
and
Siri.
smartwatches and TVs.
Aren't we
and
all
Alexas.
robots in our own house?
Wow. No cyborg. No cyborg. We're not.
I mean, I'm all for a self-driving car once they got it all figured out. I hate driving, so if I can just sit back and relax.
I was actually thinking about Teslas the other day, but I'm just like, I don't know. It's way too expensive if you want the self-driving feature.
Yeah, it's like mid-50s, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
But
too expensive for my taste.
yeah, I'm not into it. I'm not ready for robots in the house.
Yeah.
There's already too much spyware. Don't put something that can get up and walk around.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Could
if
you
I can
imagine
get-
the
if I
first
can,
time that thing doesn't light up and sees you in the middle of your house and you shoot it
Oh
or
my
something
God.
like that?
I wouldn't mind one of those like shark things that like clean your floors. That's kind of a robot, right?
There you go.
You're talking about a Roomba?
Yeah.
That doesn't count for me.
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of a robot, right? It
Sure.
wanders around your house.
I can't wait for our dogs to eat it alive.
I saw one of those. They have them at Home Depot now, where they're a lawnmower, but they're like a Roomba.
Get out of
And I'm
here.
like, all right.
My father would be rolling over in his grave. He saw that. Get your ass out there and mow the lawn. Anyway, let's get into video games.
Let's get into it.
There's a fun saga going on that we've talked about in the last few weeks.
Oh boy.
Blizzard.
Oh, boy.
We have to talk about this again.
Yeah, 3 high-level executives have stepped down from there. Louis Braga, John LeCraft, and lead-level designer Jesse McCree,
That's right. I remember this now.
who is also, which, reading the comments on social media, not a lot of people knew that. I just thought it was a cool cowboy name. But apparently was named after a dev that was listed in this lawsuit. And I think we talked about this a little bit last week. Like, why don't you just let it go? Nobody really cares. This character, does he look like the guy? Does he have mannerisms like the guy? I highly doubt it.
I think we're on different sides of this, but who cares?
I'm just kind of like, just move on, man. Move on.
Yeah.
But they've gone ahead and made the decision to go throughout the entire lore and all the games and rename the character.
I mean, are they going to do something similar, or are they going to go drastically different?
They have said, listen, we were working on a really thick piece of lore that was going to come out later this week, but we've decided to push that back Ways back.
How convenient.
Yeah. We're going to just release this map in September, and it's going to be a great time. But I'm just kind of like, wow, that's a lot.
Seems like a cop-out. They weren't going to release it anyways. They didn't have it done.
Do you think so?
Doesn't Blizzard delay everything?
Wow.
Doesn't Blizzard delay everything, though?
They do, but they also drop quality products.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that because that brings us to another segue.
Blizzard game delayed.
Halo. The new Halo Infinite is coming out. And reportedly, it's coming out and being released without a campaign, which is what a lot of people want to play.
So it's just multiplayer? That's it?
So they're dropping it with only multiplayer, no campaign co-op.
Damn.
Am I reading that incorrectly? Let me double check. I don't think I am.
I thought it was only the campaign, but not multiplayer, but I could be.
I'm reading that incorrectly. Without campaign co-op or the Forge mode that allows you to create your own levels and things like that. So if you want to play with your friends when the game comes out, sorry, no dice.
Yeah. Just don't release it yet. Quit patching shit.
Yeah. Stop letting your community be your beta testers, please and thank you.
I'm about halfway through Breath of the Wild, and I am loving it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm so glad Ryan's here not to hear that.
I know. He was mad at me when we hung out last week. He's like, did you bring your Switch? I got to hook my amiibo up to him. I'm like, I didn't bring it.
Hook his amiibo up
I guess
to
he
it.
has the Zelda
little
amiibos,
amiibos.
and you put it on there, and it gives you extra weapons, and it gives you extra slots on things.
Well, you have to change ownership on them to do that. That's one of the uniquely cool things about it.
Yeah,
That's because they don't
It's just
want
like a
them
tap
to be.
and boop, boop.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know how they work. I love them. I think they're cool. But anyway.
I need to do that because I need some more shit.
Other failed games. Outriders, which took a big old fat turd. The developers don't even know how much money they've made. They don't know how many copies were sold of the game, which is one of the things they're paid on. And Cyberpunk 2077, one of the age-old games that was waiting, had big star power with Keanu Reeves, is now $10 on Xbox and PlayStation shops.
Oh my god, that was like a AAA level game, and
It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Supposed to be the next level amazing game, and nope.
Down to nothing. Down to the dollar store. See them at Five Below by next week.
Here's one thing that you can't send out a beta and it suck, far as I know.
Uh-oh.
Tabletop games.
They're like, no. We're going to send you stickers to put on there to fix it.
Speaking of tabletop games, Avatar, The Last Airbender, had a Kickstarter for their tabletop game, and they set a lofty goal of $50,000 to get them started.
This is the one that we made bets on last week of how much it was, and I've already forgotten, so.
Yeah.
You won, so.
I did, because it was a lot. It was like millions.
It was $4.1 million. It's the most successful Kickstarter for a tabletop game ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Nerds got cash.
Nerds do got cash. You know what else nerds got? Time.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Forge Supply.
That'd be awesome. I hope they do. But somebody speaking of time, did you ever play a video game over and over and over and over again until you got really, really good at it?
Yeah. Sonic 1.
Sonic 1.
Yes.
So that's your game. That's time me, I got this.
That's me game.
Wow. How about you? You ever play a game like that? I know you used to be a big Mario fan.
Yeah, it's probably Mario, or actually, no, I would say as far as like getting really good at it. Yeah, I mean, it's a toss-up between Mario and Donkey Kong. Because in Mario, I used to see how fast I could get through certain levels, and if I could get through them like in under 30 seconds or whatever, because there's some of those like like those
pop out the
speed
roof
things.
and
No, like Super Mario. So like not
Super Mario. Sorry,
but like Donkey
showing
Kong,
my age. Sorry,
Donkey Kong for sure, especially like the roller coaster levels.
Oh, like Donkey Kong
or
Country
the cave. Yes. Yeah, I used to try to see how fast I could get through the
Crash Bandicoot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Switch?
No.
Oh, it is awesome. It is just like a reincarnation of the Donkey Kong Country.
That was a really.
So
is that the
much
one
fun.
where you could play all the different versions, all the Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong,
Stanky Kong,
Daisy Kong,
Stanky Kong.
Who's the orangutan? What was his name?
Oh crap!
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Somebody
either.
will tell us.
I'm gonna look it up.
But it was a really fun game.
So my my game was Gears of War. I really was good at Gears of War, but in terms of like speed beating things, I would always try to do Crash Bandicoot.
Crash is great.
But somebody set a record, and this is actually one of my best friend's favorite games, Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
There's a speed record that was just set for beating that game.
Wow.
Since we did the over-under, or how long do we think, or how much money do we think was made for the Kickstarter, let's do it for this one.
Okay.
Is it Cranky Kong? Wasn't it the old guy?
Yeah, Cranky Kong was the old guy.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't care.
Okay.
Donkey, Diddy, Daisy.
Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
How long do you think this world record is to beat that game?
7 minutes.
7 minutes.
I don't know what game you're talking
we're
about.
starting?
I was looking for Kongs. What's the game you're talking
Ocarina
about?
of Time
That's
was
a
the
long-ass
first
game.
3D game where you run out as Link and you are a kid. Then you go see the Deku tree. After you see the tree,
With or without
you run
cheats?
And you do things in time without cheats. Yeah,
Oh, no. With or without cheats is how fast it was completed.
I'm gonna say
it was beat without cheats because it was a record. So I don't think they'd
Yeah,
give him
you
a
can't.
record if he cheated.
Okay.
No Game Genies hooked up.
Okay.
6 hours?
Yeah,
Wow.
well, I don't know.
Believe it or not, she's closer.
I was gonna say I don't think
It's going to be
6
something
hours,
ridiculous,
but,
I know.
It is
an hour and a half.
4 minutes and 52
Son
seconds.
of a bitch! I can't believe I
How?
I
that
gotta
has to
see
have
it.
cheats.
I've got 5
That's
minutes
gotta
of
be on
my
YouTube.
life to see how this person
That
did
has
that.
to
Do you
be
just
cheats.
get there and you're like, oh, there's a portal to the end, and you just go to the end?
That's
Like, how the
basically
fuck do you
that's
do
basically how the Mario game
Yeah.
was. That's why I was like, that's cheats to me. It's
Yeah.
not actually playing the levels.
Now, if it's in the game and it's accessible, I don't consider it a cheat.
okay, then 7 minutes would
But
have been
here's
my
what I want to
fair
say
guess.
is like a lot of that's got to be him trying to skip through dialogue.
it?
Yeah.
yeah, that's just finger.
Like how
effing
many
the
times did he
controller.
have to wait for what's her name, the little fairy, to go listen? Oh God, I used to hate that. I have another one that I have written down here, and I can't remember. Oh yes,
You can't read his own
Twitch
handwriting.
streamers. No, I can't. I wrote it really quickly. Twitch streamers are getting together to ban hate raids on Twitch.
Isn't that like
What's
all
a
part
hate
of
raid?
That's my question. What's a hate raid?
I'm not a video gamer, so I don't know.
I'm a video gamer, but I think Twitch, what I understand of Twitch is it's a streaming service, and hate raids, I would imagine, are people joining somebody's Twitch stream.
just to be an asshole?
like,
Just-
hey, let's go fuck with this guy kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's what that is.
It's like online bullying, only
Yeah.
It's
in the video
it's
game-
exactly
in
online
the video
bullying.
game world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for them, but damn, man, why are people so toxic?
Yeah.
I just don't
I just want to play a
understand.
video game for my friends.
Yeah, that's all
Just
I want.
let them play.
Can we just play the game? And if you don't, here you go. So you say, hey, what if I don't like the guy? Well,
watch his channel.
don't watch him.
Yeah. Guess what? You don't have to.
Unsubscribe.
If you don't like this show, why are you listening?
Nobody dislikes
We don't like
this
you
show.
either.
Wow, that was hey, let's not get too
Meagan doesn't like you. I think you're okay.
anyway.
Just okay,
That just was insane to me that is so prevalent that it became like news and people wanted to report about it. People report about anything these days.
Yeah,
Oh,
slow
gosh.
news day.
Yeah. The last one is the one that I was super excited for last week, and I was hoping it was going to be there. And this is one of the really choppy ones that I heard and was like, this sounds terrible. Yeah. The Pokemon Legends Acreus game that's coming out.
You went on about this for like 15 minutes. You
I
were
was
excited.
really excited for this game. Like, this is the game I imagined Pokemon would be in my head. You know, like when you're sitting around and be like, you know what would be really awesome? This is that game. Somebody listened to a bunch of nerds playing this game and said,
And took some
these
notes.
guys are onto something.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad they did that. And I'm so glad my nerd friends were there to tell them. But so this game is the first ever like open world. And like I said, in the original 2D, you walk through the grass. You never even saw Pokemon. Your screen would just go, psh, 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 and all of a sudden you're in a fight. In this game, not only are you traversing the environment around you, and can you see the Pokemon to either avoid them or engage them. If you want to catch them, you have to be strategic and hide and throw a Pokeball at them and hit them properly and catch them. And that's really cool. I think that's just the way that game should be played. But here's the other part of it. If you ever entered a battle in a Pokemon game, you know that it cuts to the scene and then you guys kind of turn-based fight. I think it's still going to be somewhat turn-based. But in this game, there is no stop, get into the fight mode. You transition smoothly, and this Pokemon sees you and chooses to either run or chooses to attack you. And if it chooses to attack you, you as a player for the first time ever can take damage. So unless you throw that Pokemon out there to defend you and fight, you're going to get killed, or it's Pokemon, so you'll pass out and wake up in a gym or something. But I just thought that was really super cool, and the ability to have your Pokemon follow you around and do all that kind of stuff. I was like, this is going to be a pretty damn good game.
Sounds like a more immersive game. I like it.
Yeah, right. I mean, this is what I imagined when somebody described to me what Pokemon was. I was like, oh, dope. I can have a dragon follow me? Cool.
Yeah, I think it was the whole turn-based thing that turned me off originally.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't. Just like I don't like really reading in video games. So
yeah. Well, I have a friend that's like that too.
Every time slugging through Breath of the Wild now.
Every time we would play games, we'd be in an area. He's like, "Why are we doing this?" I'm like, "Did you not read the dialogue or no?" Oh well, I guess just have some fun, buddy.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Yeah, but this one, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty awesome game. I'll definitely be checking out. But the turn-based I liked because to me it was a more relaxing game thing.
I could see that.
Like if I'm playing Pokemon and Meagan needs me for something, I can get up and walk away at literally any moment and not worry about losing my save, something killing me. You know what I mean? It's not like Gears where, if you're in the middle of a fight, you're like, I'm in the middle of this. I can't stop because I'm live with other people or what have you. So I don't know. I think this is going to be awesome. I'm sure it'll be a mode where you can pause it and, do what you need to do. But anyway, I just thought it was a good evolution of the game. Pokemon is killing it. Good job, Pokemon.
Woo!
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I appreciate you for that. Let's take a real quick break. And then we're going to get into some DC stuff that we talked about last week, and then Marvel, and we're talking about that one thing that happened last week. You know
what it is.
The Spiderman No Way Home trailer.
Finally.
And there's so much to talk about. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Okay.
And we're back.
What is wrong?
Perfect timing. Oh, boy. Let's talk a little DC, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Isn't it good, though?
The first one isn't.
Okay.
Green Lantern director has come out and said the obvious, that he probably should have never made the movie.
Agreed.
And that he didn't like superhero movies, so he doesn't know why he did it. We don't either.
Yeah, we know.
Why did you vie for this movie?
Oh, my God.
So many bad
Some
things.
people just need
That's
money.
why we haven't had a good Green Lantern yet.
Yeah.
It's because they are so gun shy about that property. They're just like, no, just no.
Do it right,
Just
people.
no.
Do it right.
Oh, this was a last week one that really got me excited. Nobody seemed to care. Danny DeVito is writing a Penguin comic for the
care.
80s anniversary.
I mean, I was kind of on the fence. I was excited at first, and then I was like, well, I don't know.
80th anniversary of the Penguin. He will be doing it in the Gotham City Villains Anniversary #1. I kind of want to read this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm
wanna
not
see what he
against
does.
reading it, but I'm not like jumping up and down and
I'm excited.
setting off fireworks.
I hope it's a fish eater penguin, too.
Here's one that she was really excited for. This is one that Megan was enjoying. Ray Fisher said he needed an apology from WB
Man, I'm just
before he'd
thrilled with this
consider
news.
playing Cyborg again.
You're not wrong. I did get excited, and it wasn't in a I'm excited for this sort of way.
At this point, is the WB knocking down his door to get him to
on,
come
man.
play Cyborg again?
Dear Ray Fisher,
No one gives
From
a shit.
everybody here at the Alter Ego podcast, you can go fuck yourself.
That's from everyone. That's from everyone, buddy.
Literally, no one cares.
You mailed it in your entire performance.
Well, I don't know about that.
I fully stand behind that comment.
I don't know that I think he
you
is.
might want to move.
He's a. Oh God. He's a Broadway actor.
Oh,
Well,
he should stick to that.
Stay on
And
Broadway.
what I've noticed is it is very hard to come from Broadway to the movies. I don't know. I don't
know. Tell that to Hugh Jackman.
Well, did Hugh
Neil
Jackman
Patrick
start
Harris.
on Broadway?
No. Well,
Exactly.
yeah, you're right. He went boom and then boom.
To go
and then back
from
to
Broadway to live action movies is just a little bit
my
different.
Breathe app just went off on my freaking watch because it
We
knows
started-
I'm getting all
You're
worked
getting
up.
stressed
Started
out.
talking Ray Fisher and your heart started
God damn
palpitating.
it.
Oh, God. All right. So, the DC theatrical release schedule. I was talking about this because DC has a busy 2022.
Every movie.
Yeah. Peacemaker series coming out for HBO. I am all in for that.
Let's give it a star rating or a number rating. 1 out of 5. How excited you are? 5.
Yeah, 5.
For who?
Peacemaker.
Peacemakers HBO
Oh.
series.
1 out of 5?
Mm-hmm.
3.5.
Okay. You're
That's
on
fine.
you're on the right side of it.
You're wrong, but that's fine.
It's one of my favorite quotes. It's your opinion and you're entitled to it, but you're wrong and you suck. Or whatever it is. March 4th, The Batman.
That's a solid 4.5.
And Matt Reeves is saying he wants to make it the most emotional Batman yet. And he said that, and I looked back and was like, damn, Bruce Wayne is not an emotional guy.
Young Bruce
He
Wayne
really isn't. But a young, angsty, Twilight-y Bruce Wayne might be a little bit more. And when I hear emotional, I don't think, oh.
Yeah.
I think it's like rash
Rage
decision.
fighting and rash
rage.
yeah.
Let's get it. Especially in the...
you have to have that in order to become the Bruce Wayne that we all know, is that he obviously had a tragedy in his life when he was very young. There's no way that even at, how old was he, 12 when that happened, 10? He was like
Not
super
even.
young.
Yeah, he's a little
8,
guy.
9, 10. Like, there's no way that someone at that young age, like, well, that's not true. I was gonna say flips a switch and is immediately like brilliant and has like he's had to have had some trials and tribulations that taught him how to be basically the genius that he is as Bruce Wayne as an adult. So we're gonna I'd be happy to see that kind of middle ground.
This is probably the second biggest one for me that I'm most excited about. So if it's, I'd say one of that's later on the list, and then The Batman. July 29th, Black Adam. That's gonna be a good one.
I'd give that one a 3.
Yeah. Oh, let's give that. So I'm giving that a 5 for Batman too.
Yeah.
I'm excited
about
for
that
5.
one.
Black Adam. I will
care
give it a
less.
2.5.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even know who that is. If I'm
Right
being
in the
honest.
middle. I'm there to see it. I'm not like Black Adam's gonna be killer. Who knows? They may drop a trailer where we may all change our minds.
I mean, if there's a lot of it in Egypt and has Dr. Fate in it, it could be really, really good.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I couldn't agree more. November 4th, 2022, The Flash.
I don't know what to make of that.
I don't either.
It could be a 1 or a 5. I can't decide.
I'm leaning towards a 2 for
Yeah.
me.
I don't think it's going to live up to the hype that we all expect it
Right,
to.
right. There's so much that we're all expecting out of this movie that I'm putting it
It's
at a
gonna fall
2
flat.
to say, hey, I'm happy to be wrong here, but I don't think I will be.
Yeah, I
This is
feel like it's gonna fall flat.
This
That's
is a
what I think.
DC situation where they're like, oh, trust the process. Well, you burnt me on the process.
We have listened to
Many
the process.
times.
You know how long we've all been here waiting on the process to finally fucking click?
Your process is broken, and
Yeah.
you're probably going to fuck this up for
we
everybody.
don't trust you.
Yeah.
So, ooh.
Here's the one I was mentioning, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, 5 for me.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
out
That's
of
a
excited.
solid 4 for me.
Out of 5, I'll give it a 6.
I am excited.
And that's
for
not
that one.
because of Jason Momoa. We've talked about that 1,000 times.
Aquaman's
I'm
just-
very
yeah.
excited for Aquaman. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. June 2nd, December 16th, by the way, for Aquaman. June 2nd, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, 2023. I'm gonna give that a 3.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
I'll
a 3.
give that a 4.
Yeah.
Is that the one with Pierce Brosnan in it? Or is
No,
that a different
that's
one?
Black Adam.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Black Adam has cast Pierce Brosnan for that one. That's a done
Okay.
deal.
Who's the villain in? I guess we don't know yet. Never mind.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Please don't be the 7 deadly sins. That was dumb. I wasn't a fan. I get why. I get why it happened.
I'm okay with it being that intergalactic space worm that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah,
Was in
me
that
neither.
movie. Is a mind control space worm.
That's awesome.
Make it weird, man.
That people will like the weird. We promise you. We're weird people. That's it for DC. That's it for DC.
Okay.
They're not coming out of the gate too hard.
I mean, you got a lot of shit going on, so I'd rather you make 2 good movies than 10 mediocre ones. So
that's a fact. Okay. Marvel reportedly trying to do a live-action Secret Wars movie. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
I'm on board for it. We want to see Thunderbolts. We want to see Red Hulk. We want to see, a U.S. agent going up against Captain America.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, okay, so I can't remember what we talked about last week, so I can't remember if this is from the episode in the live stream. Did we talk about how this news came about? Like how this news became news?
I believe that was 2 weeks ago when the Russo brothers were saying that they wanted to do the first movie and enter into the Secret Wars realm.
So the creator of the original Secret Wars in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, he got a check from Marvel for $5,000 and says, "Hey, just no big deal. Just sign this piece of paper saying that we own Secret Wars and you're not going to come after us or anything. We're not using it for anything. Just here's your $5,000. Just sign this piece of paper and send it back to us." And he goes, "This is because you're making a movie, right?" And the guy goes, "I can't say that." He goes, "Yeah, you just did. Here you go. Fine, whatever."
Are you serious?
Yeah, because apparently he has a lot of money otherwise, but
buddy, come on, $5,000.
Marvel is infamous for that.
That is. Are they
Haven't
really?
we talked about this before? Haven't
Marvel's
you said
bad.
this story before?
No.
Maybe.
Who is this about?
They do this with a lot of I can't remember the writer's name, but they do this with a lot of writers. Like here, we're not technically supposed to pay you for this because you did it while you were on the clock. So technically we own it, but we'll give you $5,000.
So wait, was
For
this
this-
a particular character?
This is for the Secret Wars idea.
Oh, the Secret Wars idea. I thought that I
For
thought
the
that's what we were
Secret
saying, but I
Wars-
thought you were talking about.
which is going to be their big blow off for Phase 4. Like it has to be.
It's there. There's no way it's not.
$5,000. That's like getting kicked in the dick 15 times.
So if-
Sorry,
if
excuse
he's-
the
if
language.
But this guy's retired.
Wow.
He's living in a condo in Miami, probably. He's fine. He don't need to fight them for money.
I'd love to hear that. I can't say that.
But-
you just told me that.
But he's like, "I'll take your $5,000, but I'm going to go on a podcast and tell the story, okay?" And that's what happened.
Oh,
Wow.
my gosh.
That's huge.
I kind of hope that that's not true for his sake, for whoever that guy is.
He's not gonna get sued. It's his idea. They take him to court. They're
not
playing
for
with
that.
She's saying
fire.
that he deserves more money.
That's what I'm saying.
But-
I kind of hope that he is making that shit up because that sucks for him.
No, but I mean, if he's in a good spot, I mean, me personally, I'm like, listen, I want to be a part of this. I don't want no $5,000. I want to be a part of it.
Well, Disney's
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah,
No.
Let me be there at the drawing table just with the ideas.
I can't remember his name, but he was the editor-in-chief for Marvel for a couple of years.
I'd be like, let me walk by on a scene.
Well, Marvel's so shitty. The guy who created the Winter Soldier, I can't remember creators' names for shit, but he went to the premiere of Winter Soldier, and they're like, "Sorry, your name's not on the list." He's like, "I made this character." I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So he texted Sebastian Stan, and Sebastian Stan's like, "He's with me,"
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
and that's the way you do it.
Yes. He just hold on.
What?
Sebastian? Yeah. Hi, it's me, the one that created your character. They're not letting me in. You want to Yeah.
I'm at
Okay,
the door.
Cool. Yeah.
First of all,
You're on your way? Awesome.
how incredible of Sebastian Stan to
That's
look
what
down
I'm
at his
saying.
phone and see the creator of the character he's bringing to life. Like, hey, dude, they're making this movie. I'm really excited. They're not letting me in, and I created it. And you, the star, who's supposed to be, soaking it up like everybody else, is like, F this. I am going to go get this guy.
Yes.
And he walked out, and they were like, and he's like, yeah, this dude is coming in. He's with me.
Sebastian Stan, the man.
And nobody was going to say a word to him about that.
Not a
But
chance.
it sucks because the Marvel Comics department of Marvel is like the redheaded stepchild. They want nothing to do with it. They get minimal pay. They try and cut them off as much as possible. And it's like,
Jeez.
they're creating these characters that you're turning into movies and action figures. So I understand the movies and action figures make you more money than the printed comics, but they're kind of doing 90% of your job for you.
Yeah.
So be a little nicer to them.
Huh. Well,
You don't say.
take that.
All right, I'll get off my soapbox.
No, I love it. I love it. That was a good story.
Are we even ready to segue into Marvel? Because we just did.
We're already here. We're talking
Oh,
about Moon
shit.
Knight.
Sorry.
This
Talking
was Marvel.
Moon Knight.
Look at this one.
I had to wait until
She's
my
like,
my
"So are we
little,
talking-
my
Her
little
double shot hasn't
espresso
kicked in
drink.
yet.
Are we talking about Marvel right now?
You said break time, and I was like, nap time? Sorry.
Oh boy.
She didn't know we were back. She just thought we were
Oh, I
ranting.
thought we were just roundtabling ideas for
No.
anyway. Go on.
Let's talk about Moon Knight a little bit. Ethan Hawke, who's playing the villain, who they have not revealed yet, says he has he's modeled his, I guess, acting style or his characterization or whatever it is after David Koresh, the infamous cult leader who played a central role in the Waco massacre.
I cannot think of who this could possibly be.
Me either. I'm
What?
interested. I'm interested. It's going to be a series.
Yeah.
But the other cool part was Ethan Hawke told about how Oscar Isaac recruited him. This is one of my favorite recruiting stories ever. He texted him and said, "Hey, I really liked you in The Good Lord Bird." He's like, "Hey, that's great, man. Thanks." And then he goes, "Want to be in Moon Knight?" Yes. Like, wow, you really twisted his arm.
Neat.
That was
Neat.
wow.
I'll be there on Tuesday to sign the paperwork.
Right. I'll have my people call your people.
Oh, Hollywood. They have their own thing going on.
Another
I just texted Tom Cruise the other day, and I was like, I really enjoyed your last movie.
and he said, "Who is this?"
How did you get this number?
yeah, exactly. Captain America, Anthony Mackie, has officially signed on for Cap 4. That was exciting. We talked about that a little bit.
Excited.
And we think Baron Zemo might be back to be the villain in that one. That would be cool.
Thunderbolts.
And Riri Williams, who is the Ironheart, she is the successor to Iron Man, is going to be making her theatrical debut in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
That's a character I have not read anything of, but
Me either.
people I know who did love it. So I'm like, okay.
I'm here for it. This would be something brand new for me. I love having the super genius on the team. We kind of have that with Spider-Man, but Spider-Man is in a different situation right
He's
now.
growing out of that role very
right.
quickly.
So she is going to be making her debut.
Just in time for Armor Wars.
They also, do you think she makes a appearance in Armor Wars?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a good mentor situation too with Rhodey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, he's gonna be the godfather of the people in the armored suits.
Oh, man. That's going to be good.
Here's something.
Yeah?
I just want to
Give me a thing.
There's a thing out where they timed two shows right next to each other, and if you watch it, it's really spectacular.
I watched it.
It's
Did you send it to me?
Wanda
I was gonna say
Maximoff becoming Scarlet Witch, and Kang in Loki. His reaction to her becoming Scarlet Witch and watching it, it's like, do they have a monitor where he can see what's happening over there?
God, that
'Cause if
editing
they
job,
did,
holy crap.
I was just like, oh my God, if you play them side by side, there's so much stuff that they do in these damn shows that I don't catch, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, but you're a spoiler hunter, so I'm sure you found that one.
No, it was given to me by the interwebs. Thank you, interwebs.
It was delivered.
Intro webs.
Yes.
Check your electronic mails.
We talked about one that I don't know if I really want to go back into it, but the Eternals trailer dropped. The
Okay.
final trailer, I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
Some people are saying the Eternals might be robots, might be androids.
Oh, that would add a layer that would interest me.
Yeah. I'm interested. Consider me interested.
I just don't know what this movie is.
Yeah.
I've never had fond feelings about any of the Eternal comics. Like, I've seen them
Right.
pop up in things, but I've never read their standalone stuff.
I have a friend in my life that's one of those guys that, like, if you bring it up, like right now, if you're like, hey, I was reading, let me just look at the wall here. I was reading Galactus 4, the fourth Galactus. He will instantly get on Wikipedia or whatever it is and read everything he knows and spit it back to you like he has read it 1,000 times. Like, it's factual. Drives me insane. Don't be that
The
person.
king of bullet points.
Please be allowed to not know things out there in the world. It's a beautiful thing.
I don't know. I really like to metagame my life too. All the things. I'm just gonna Google everything I don't know and assume that whatever's on Wikipedia is fact.
Megan is the ultimate anti-meta gamer. She is one of those.
try.
Even at the D&D table, she's like, no, no, I can't metagame this.
And I try not to because anyway, we don't need to get into it.
Yeah, let's talk about what if, and then we're going to talk about Spiderman.
Yes.
That was
you
me.
breaking
I'm
things
sorry.
over there?
Oh, okay.
No, I was playing with this little thing and it was metal on
I
metal.
moved my chair and I heard.
So, the first
maybe I had too much for lunch today.
the first 3 episodes of What If have come out. I have seen the first 2.
Yep.
You've seen the 3rd.
Yeah, and apparently I almost spoiled it for you.
That's okay.
You can't spoil it. So the first What If is what if Agent Carter became Captain Carter, and Steve Rogers does not get in the 2. The second one was what if T'Challa. What if T'Challa? What if T'Challa? What if T'Challa became Star-Lord? And the third one is what if somebody killed the Avengers? Is that what you said it is?
That's a loose title. I don't know if that's the exact title, but that's the premise.
Wow.
It's very good.
See, and I keep hearing, like we talked about before we hit record, there's conflicting reports on this. And people are saying, wait, well, they didn't really get a chance to do a lot of character development. Or they didn't get it's a 30-minute episode, guys.
Yeah, what do you want? These aren't all movies.
Right.
Like, relax.
I don't know.
Take it for what
I'm
it
sitting
is.
here saying I'm sick of critics, and sometimes I'm critical of things too. So I'm going to shut up. But I'm very excited to see that. That's going to be good. And I want the zombies. Give us the Marvel zombies, please and thank you. You know what else I want to see is some characters we haven't seen yet.
I don't know if they're going to do that.
I know, but I want to see it. We've seen Howard the Duck. He's been around.
But
he was in T'Challa versus Star-Lord.
But he was in Guardians.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We've seen him.
Okay, yeah.
I want to see somebody we haven't seen. I want him to drop Luke Cage. You know what I'm saying? I want him to drop Big Pun.
Oh.
Right? Wouldn't that be something?
That could segue into our next topic.
Oh, gosh. So the last plot line news bit that I saw for What If that we didn't get a chance to really talk about unless you checked the live stream was that there was a Spider-Man plot line sent to What If that was way too dark, and they said absolutely not. And that was what if Spider-Man became a spider. It was too dark. His body physically morphs into a spider, and they were calling it too much body horror, and they weren't willing to put it on What If.
Those are some gruesome pages of comics.
Yeah.
Like, that's Man Spider.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Because you just see, like, him, like, hunch over, like, "Hah!" And then you just see, like, the 8 arms start coming out of his back.
That sounds like a horror
Oh,
film.
my God.
I'm so in for it, though.
When I was 15, I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
So they're not putting that in What If?
No.
No, it didn't make the cut. It was too dark. They didn't feel like it was going to keep their PG-13 rating. So
Keep them coming. Besides the first
Speaking-
one, I've been loving all of them.
I love the first one. I thought it was good. I mean, it wasn't like as good as the other two, but it was still good to me.
First one was a softball. The second two
Right.
were like, oh,
Yeah, I feel
we're
like
doing stuff.
The first one
Yeah.
is kind of setting her up because doesn't she kind of sprinkle throughout? Or
She's going to be in every
She's
season.
supposedly like
yeah.
a big integral part of the whole
I would assume.
different.
And
And they're
Everybody-
already talking about season 2 for this. So.
Everybody did their part. Everybody did a great job. It's just that one was to say, here's as basic a what if as we can get. They're not going to show up and say, what if everybody in the Marvel Universe was dead except for somebody you don't know or something crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess that they need that little softball to kind of ease people into what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the casual fan is like, what the if they saw the second episode or the third, they're like, wait, no, he does that. Wait,
I'm
he
so
does over
confused.
here.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like, no, it's just this, but 2 things are flipped.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the second episode's like this, but 10 things are flipped.
Right.
The third episode's like this, but 20 things are
And
flipped.
they're
Oh
starting
my
to
gosh.
they're starting to cascade for sure.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to see where it goes. So let's talk about this trailer. And speaking of things that have been there before, it was in WandaVision.
What?
The date for the Spider-Man trailer,
Was it?
August 23rd. There's a time when Vision goes, there's a heart on August 23rd. What is that? Something's going to happen that day.
Those sly
and
motherfuckers.
Wanda spends the whole episode going, I don't remember what that day is. I don't remember. But it's got the heart on it, so something is supposed to happen that day. And here we are, August 23rd, and we get the No Way Home trailer.
Them slick sons of bitches.
What?
Do you think that's the way they planned it?
No,
Yes.
I think it was backwards. I think they did that.
You
And they're
think
like,
they did
I
it?
think so.
Yeah,
they looked at, they watched the
maybe.
episode. They're like, we got to release something on the 22nd. I don't know what the hell it is, but we
Yeah.
got to release something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Knowing the way that they think, though, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, yeah, let's do this.
It ties in a little harder if we go into this multiverse stuff.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And so 2 things. This trailer, which has a lot, broke watch records. It beat Avengers Endgame
Well,
as far as trailer watches in a certain amount of time or something. I don't know what they do.
because we've been waiting.
And Tom Holland came out and said that this does not even scratch the surface of what happens in this movie. Yes. He says you have seen literally nothing.
So I love this trailer. I wish I didn't know so much going into it because my expectations were through the roof. And the big reveals that got ruined, I don't want to say ruined for me, but got spoiled for me.
Just
with
from watching the
casting
trailer?
No, just like casting news, and we knew certain people were in there, and we knew about the Imagine if we didn't know anything about the multiverse stuff, we didn't know anything about the other villains, and just Doc Ock from Tobey Maguire Spider-Man shows up, and you're like, what the fuck?
Now, I'm going to openly admit that I have not watched the trailer, and I don't know if I want to.
Oh, you want to?
No, you. I don't know.
So a part of me, I've seen like like clips and stuff with Doc Ock, so I already knew that he was in the trailer, so I already had my wheels spinning.
And the internet
but
is
a part
undefeated.
of me is like, I think I might just not watch it and wait and see without seeing the trailers.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
I know.
Let's
When is
see
it?
if
The movie
pays
comes
off.
out when? In November? October?
December 16th.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It comes out in December.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll make
it
it because I get real antsy. But if I just steer clear of it, I might just try to avoid it if I get close enough.
I have a friend who watches
Wait,
no
it
trailers.
comes out December 16th?
I'm 99% sure.
Why? What date is that?
Aquaman comes out that day, too.
Oh, them battling bitches.
DC.
Sorry, what a
Yikes.
Think
bold
about
move.
this, guys.
Yikes.
That's a bold
Think
move.
about this. However, if they both come out on the same day, it'll be the first time I ever double feature in my life.
Yeah, we'll be double featuring at least that weekend, if nothing else.
I'll have to see that Spider-Man in theaters.
Actually, I would go to Aquaman first because I would want Spider-Man's just got way too much expectations for me.
Yeah.
So we'll do like a matinee. We'll like take the day off, like go for the
Okay.
Yeah, twist my arm.
Hey!
Bones it, buddy. You owe me a Coke though. It's just the rules.
No. Will a
Yeah.
Pepsi do?
So they have a lot of things that now I'm wondering. Do you need to leave the room so we can talk about
Yeah,
this?
there's a lot
No,
of
you
things
guys
to
can
talk
talk
about.
about it. I was just
She doesn't listen anyways.
First
half
of
the
all-
time I really don't.
First of all, I am loving the blossoming relationship between MJ and Peter.
Me too.
I think has the potential to be very special. I loved the Gwen Stacy Peter Parker love arc of all that we've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
That one was my favorite. I liked it more than Kirsten Dunst. I'm sorry, y'all. No, I'm not a fan of the Toby movies.
I don't know if anybody is anymore.
You gotta love them for what they are, though.
No, okay.
You don't have to do anything. Actually.
Yeah. I even saw IGN rank their favorite Spider-Man movies, and I disagreed with almost all of it.
Because Spider-Man 1 was number 1.
Spider-Man 2 was number 1.
Yeesh, I disagree with that too.
Yeah. And speaking of Spider-Man 2, Alfred Molina makes
Actually, no.
an actual appearance.
Spider-Man 2 is pretty fucking good. It's Spider-Man 3 where it goes off the
Spider-Man 3 is Venom.
Yeah.
And that's dancing Peter Parker.
off the
That
rails.
I have no problem saying that was dead last. So they said, I believe it was Spider-Man 2, Into the Spider-Verse, which Into the Spider-Verse, I don't know if we should count it because that's just too damn good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in the same, but it's a fantastic movie. I can't compare it to the other ones.
It's so different.
Yeah. And by the way, Sony has changed it from whatever they were calling their universe, but now it's the Spider Universe or Spider-Verse.
That makes more sense. It was the Sony universe of Marvel characters.
Right. And now it's the
Smook.
Spider-Verse. Now it is the Spider-Verse, which makes more sense. That and Venom got pushed back possibly to 2022.
Yeah, when they dropped that last trailer, they're just like, this fall.
Part of me is like, does that mean that they're trying to add some stuff for Spider-Man?
They could be.
After credit scenes?
Yeah.
Something?
If they're like, yeah, we'll do a Tom Holland after credits if you really want to. And they're like, yeah, we'll push it back.
Tom Holland is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Did you mean Tom Hardy?
No, I meant Tom Holland. Like, we'll let you do a Tom Holland after credits thing. And they're like,
gotcha, yeah.
oh, yeah, we'll push it back. Yeah.
That would make all the sense. And I hope that's why. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was like, you know what? I'm almost venomed out. Like, not like I don't want to see it. Not like I don't care about the movie. You know, I'm absolutely excited. But the hype train is starting to lose a little bit of steam the more they push this movie back. Yeah. And I've said that the video games don't do that, but this movie, man, I've been so ready for Carnage. This is like my guy. I'm ready to see him. I'm like, I'm tired of getting excited and it getting pushed back.
I'm so apprehensive because I know I'm going to be disappointed, and that sucks. That's a sucky feeling to have. I'm trying to like mitigate my expectations.
Yeah,
but it's Carnage.
Yeah.
Maximum Carnage was like my favorite Sega Genesis game.
But let's get back to the trailer for No Way Home. So the source material for this, we talked a little bit about it before we press record, is One More Day by Spider-Man.
Bold choice.
And in that comic, I'm being told by somebody who's read it that it's Mephisto that he goes to for help and not Doctor Strange.
No, he goes to Doctor Strange. He's like, Doctor Strange, can you help me with all this? Can you make everybody blah, blah, blah? And he's like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'll go to Mephisto then.
And then Mephisto's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm just going to fuck with you for the rest of your life. Are you cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
So that begs the question, because it is a different Doctor Strange.
He's acting
I think,
very strange.
Personality-wise.
It's a lot of winking.
Well,
and his hair looks weird.
Is
that a wig?
It's interesting to see. I don't know what that's going to mean, but
I'm going to show Meagan so she knows what I'm talking about.
I think, is there a little Mephisto in there instead of Doctor Strange?
I love that fan theory.
Is there I
just don't know if it's true.
Is there a little manipulation going on? Who do we see? I mean, we've already talked about so many things. And there's a awesome picture by the guy. I post him on our Instagram all the time. Spider or something. I don't know what his name is. I'll look it up. But it's a picture of...
That doesn't even really look like him.
Tom Holland.
He looks weird.
It's a picture of Tom Holland looking at the evidence presented to him. And the quote is, Peter, don't say another word. My name's Matthew Murdoch. I'm your attorney. It's Spider Monkey XXIII. Check out his Instagram. He's awesome.
I want like a New York reverse. I want the Netflix stuff to come in
with different actors, except for Daredevil.
I want all the same actors.
I don't want Finn Jones.
Oh no, I just don't want him that character at all. I don't care.
Iron Fist?
I don't care about Iron Fist.
Now that we've got Shang-Chi, you don't think Iron Fist would be a good addition?
We got Shang-Chi. We're fine.
Wow.
I mean,
I love the guy that's Luke Cage.
My eyes were bleeding watching Iron Fist.
Yeah, it was the only one I didn't finish.
The way you have to say correctly is I'm the immortal Iron Fist protector of Kunlun. Anytime you say Iron Fist, you have to say the immortal Iron Fist protector of Kunlun.
Yeah, and you have to say it like with your chest.
Yeah.
I mean,
with your Sharpie drawn on tattoo.
Yes.
Jessica Jones.
Solid.
Yes.
Great.
Solid.
Yes.
Daredevil. Great.
Yep.
Punisher. Great.
Yeah, John.
Even
Keep
Luke Cage. Even Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. He was really good.
Okay.
He was second to last, but he was still better.
He was playing Luke Cage. Fucking relax over there.
Yeah, it's fucking Luke Cage. How much
He's not
substance
playing
is there?
Iron Man.
Exactly.
Well, wait a
There's not
minute.
a whole lot of substance to that character as it is.
Luke, what?
Luke
What is
Cage?
wrong with you people?
Luke Cage, hero for hire.
Luke Cage is an OG of the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
He has
Awesome.
been around for so long and been in so many good story arcs. He's the bulletproof man.
Yeah,
Come on.
I have always seen him as like a one-dimensional character.
That's what I'm saying.
Power man,
it's
baby.
Not that he's not a power man. It's not that he's not, in several stories and his backstory and all that stuff. I'm talking about like as a character, he is kind of one-dimensional. He's not. He's very like vanilla.
The
in my
bulletproof muscle
opinion.
man.
In my recollection,
chocolate.
during
Oh, for fuck's
the during the Civil
know what
War
I mean.
comic, Captain America goes to one person because he knows he can trust him, and
That's
that
true.
is Power Man, Luke Cage.
Do I want it expanded upon? Absolutely.
Listen, I think there's a lot more to that character, and the fact that he's plays him very even keel. I don't know. I just don't picture that. Now the look, there's nobody better.
No.
He looks
Yeah.
like the modern Luke Cage.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just get Terry Crews.
There
No,
you go.
I don't. I
You
think
can do the peck dances.
I think that's the wrong move. But I don't know. I want to see him. I
I thought
want
we
to
were
see
casting a Sony. Sorry.
Danny Rand. I want to see most of those guys.
So to get a different actor for Danny Rand and Power Man, would you sacrifice the 4 good actors?
what would I sacrifice? Jessica
Sure.
Ritter?
Yeah.
that her name?
Charlie Cox, John Bernthal.
It's the multiverse, baby. Keep the good ones.
No, then you're
Yeah.
getting into DC territory
Nope,
there.
not really.
What if it's all or nothing? What would you do?
Yeah, I would take it. If it was all or nothing, I'd take it because you can't get rid of Charlie Cox. He's too good. He did such a great job in the series. Bernthal's a beast, and Jessica Ritter was my favorite of all
Yeah.
of them. I thought she was. Jessica Jones season 1 is my favorite of the series.
Yeah, it was
One of my
exceptional.
favorite Marvel villains too. Like that was
Yes!
so
the,
good.
the Purple Man.
The Purple Man.
Jessica.
Yeah. For weeks, she would just walk around the house. Jessica.
Spoiler alert, when he died, I was like, oh, we're never going to get to see him again.
Nope.
Shit.
Yeah, but you might.
But you
He
might.
was such a creep. Like I like loved him and hated him
I
because
wanted
he like
to,
weirded me out.
I
Yeah.
wanted to see
He did his
him
job.
go up against
Yeah.
somebody like Iron Man.
Yeah.
And I bet you Iron Man already had a contingency for him, but it still would have been cool.
It's in a dossier somewhere.
But if he whispered into Hulk's ear,
Oh.
that would have been trouble.
That's
Whoa.
cool.
Well, there's your what if moment right there.
That's
Oh.
cool.
What if Purple Man controlled the Hulk?
Oh, my. What's it? Purple Hulk.
Hey, let's
Sign it
go. So, I was talking about that, about people we think are going to be in this movie. Now, the Sokovia Accords are still very much intact.
Mm-hmm.
Even after the Avengers stuff like that, the end of the world was back. Spider-Man is still out there being Spider-Man.
Technically, the Avengers don't exist right now, right?
Right, but that was for any masked hero.
Yeah.
So now, do we see General Ross show up? I don't know what anybody could do with Doctor Strange. I don't know what anybody could do with
Shit's
Doctor
gonna get
Strange.
wild.
Mm.
How multiverse do we go? Because they say in the trailer, the multiverse is something of which we know frighteningly little.
Okay.
I will allow that.
I think this is low-key a 2-part movie, and the other part is Multiverse of Madness. Like, I think shit's going to start breaking down, and like, oh my God, Peter. And it's like, I'll see you in the Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Now we've not.
Now we got
heard-
to, like, shit breaks, and now we got to fix it. And that's, the fixing it is the multiverse
But
movie.
at what point do we realize that Spider-Man just shoots webs and kicks people?
Yeah.
What's he going to do to fix it?
Well, Doctor Strange is going to fix it.
Yeah.
I'd love to
Hence
see him.
why
I'd love
part
to see him.
two-
Yeah.
But when it comes to like Scarlet Witch and all those
Yeah.
really, really big, powerful folks are like, what's Spider-Man going to do
Swip,
if
swip.
Captain Marvel shows up? Nothing.
I don't know. He played a pretty big part in Endgame,
Really?
swinging around,
Really?
getting beat up,
You're right. He
being
swung.
a distraction.
He swung,
He swung,
and he carried things,
and he
kicked,
carried
and
the
he
gauntlet.
carried things.
And what else?
and he gave it to Captain Marvel.
And somebody, not going to say it wasn't Spider-Man, not going to say it wasn't Captain Marvel, took a direct headbutt from Thanos and didn't move.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
Spider-Man.
Certainly wasn't.
So, come on. Now, I'm not saying he's not integral in a huge character, but at some point I'm like, what are you going to do? How do you beat Spider-Man? Throw him in a desert. Yeah. What you going to swing from now, Spider-Boy?
Oh.
I don't know.
That's why I always love Spider-Man as, like, the city's hero.
yeah.
I don't like cosmic Spider-Man stuff.
I could agree more.
But he's the highest selling action figure of all time for Marvel.
He's the most popular comic book character
Yeah,
possibly of
so-
all time.
Of course, they're going to put him into the Outworld stuff.
And who better? Tom Holland still looks 12.
He's great.
You've got a young Tom Holland for another decade.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time 10 years has gone, you could have old man Spider-Man.
They're stunting his growth as we speak.
Yep.
Here, smoke these cigarettes.
Yeah. Here, drink this beer. And then go do more sit-ups. And smile for daddy. I don't know.
Oh, Walt Disney.
So we're going to see if Megan's going to watch this trailer.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't want to say too much.
I'll release
else,
when I do. It'll likely be next week when I say, oh, by the way, guess what I did last week? I watched the trailer.
It took me 10 minutes after we said goodbye on the podcast.
She already has it queued up.
Yeah.
I've been over here tubing it.
She's ready to hit play as soon as...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Somebody hit play.
Oh, God.
Here it comes.
What's happening?
I hear it in the distance.
Tune in next time to see if Megan watches the trailer on Dragon Ball Z.
Is that what we've been talking about this whole time? I'm sorry, wait.
If you know, you know.
I don't know.
Exactly. We went to the Super Saiyan. This is the Dragon Ball Z themed ramen restaurant in Orlando. It was fantastic.
Oh, it looked good.
Yeah, it was really good.
I didn't go. I was invited.
And next week, let me turn your mic off. We are going to possibly talk about Master of the Universe, He-Man.
Oh,
right?
Against Ryan's wishes? Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So, thank you so much for your patience, guys. Sorry last week sucked. Technical difficulties. We're working on it. We will be back live on our Facebook page. I hope you enjoy this episode. Have a good week.
I just watched the trailer.